Welcome back. We know pumpkins, we're seeing them everywhere this time of year, but they aren't the only gourd in town.
No, there are hundreds of varieties of gourds. You can use them in dozens of ways. Garden guide Dale Kay is live at the Minnesota Landscape Arboretum. He's got the scoop. Hey, Dale.
Hey, good morning, Shane. Actually, we're in the apple house this morning. It's so cold outside. And actually, I changed gears. We're going to talk about apples. No, only joking. They have a wonderful big display outside. But of course, it is so chilly outside, 25 degrees. They've got them all covered up. But yes, we are talking about pumpkins and gourds and all that good stuff. And joining us this morning is Jenny Toole, who, by the way, is not only an accomplished chef, she's actually a researcher here at the Horticultural Research right across the way here. And what she does in her real job is develop all these wonderful cool season grapes, make them wine, all that good stuff. Oh, a bit of a lush on that stuff. But what she does in her spare time is grows hundreds and hundreds of pumpkins. And they're so adorable. Actually, I want to eat them all, kiss them all. Jenny, tell me a little bit about, well, firstly, how many varieties did you grow this year?
328 varieties of pumpkins, squash, and gourds.
Oh, my.
Yes.
And this is like your pot. This is just for fun, right?
This is for fun, kind of grown way bigger than we were expecting, but it's really fun. People are really coming to buy some new squash varieties.
So if we're talking about baking, of course I know you love to bake. I spy me a little pumpkin pie. Spy me a little pumpkin pie. Take us on a little roadshow of the different types of squash or things that we're looking at. And how do you use them, or
right.
what's their best uses?
Well, we have a lot of the typical ones. We have a lot of different kinds of acorns, a lot of butternuts, delicatas, buttercups.
And if you were to use those, what would you do with those?
Just cook them. They're for savory uses, soups, roasting. Of course, the butter and brown sugar that people love, and I do too. But there are a lot of other varieties that are just fantastic. Like up here is Australian butter.
Which one?
The pink one right up here is Australian butter.
Oh, he's heavy.
And it's absolutely gorgeous squash just for straight eating. It has the texture of creme brulee, but just fantastic layered squash. So you don't need anything on it. I just cook it up and we just eat it just like that. Of course, it's good because it's Australian. But other varieties are really good for baking or savory uses. Some of the Asian varieties we have are kojigu. That's really good for using in stir fries. My favorite.
Oh, I hadn't thought of that actually using.
It's wonderful in stir fries. Also, different kinds of soups, beef, barley, stuff like that. I really like this little guy for baking with, speckled hound. It's a beautiful little variety. It's kind of pink and green and blue, but it has the perfect moisture level for baking with, and also it has more sugar than other varieties, so you can use less in your baking. So it's more natural sugar that you're using in your baking. So I only use that one for my pumpkin pie. I know that it's typically known as pumpkin, but the canned pumpkin is actually squash in there. They use bigger varieties of squash.
Doesn't it all come from California? It comes from far away, all that canned.
Illinois, Texas. Texas, I think, is one of the biggest growing areas for squash. Illinois is another one.
And when you're sourcing seeds, you're getting them from
everywhere.
From
everywhere. All over the world. We have varieties from everywhere. France, we have them from Africa, we have them from Asia, of course. And we're looking for these varieties because I want to experiment with them, of course. I use those in their own native recipes, but also I just want other people to try them, to know how many varieties there are out there, besides your acorns and your butternuts.
And the carving, and the typical carving pumpkin.
Absolutely. And there's so many different colors. We actually had one that looked purple this year, so we were really excited about that one, because now we have the whole rainbow of colors.
And purple, that would be the perfect Halloween.
Right, purple and orange, put them together. So really excited about that. I think it had more to do with the dry year. But definitely a cool color for color addition to our varieties.
And while we're talking about cold weather, you covered it. I mentioned that there's just a wonderful display just right outside the apple house here. They're all covered up. What temperatures, if you're at home, you got your pumpkins out at home, what temperature do you guys cover them at?
32 degrees. Freezing definitely will start affecting, especially the white varieties. You'll get freeze stains on those and they won't go away, and then they start getting soft. So we recommend everybody covers under 32. Last night it was 23. It was very cold, so we had to pull a lot of stuff in because that's way too cold for a lot of stuff. So we really have them covered with double layers of plastic, and we may not open the pumpkin patch today, but hopefully by tomorrow it'll warm up. And then 60s and by the weekend.
The weekend, so
yes.
yeah, it's great seasonal weather.
Yeah.
Okay, I can't help but look. What's going on?
So this is a pumpkin pie. It's actually made again with that speckled hound.
Now, what is that knife and what is that fork for?
It's to give you a piece, of course.
Let's go. Let's go. It's so cold here, guys. It's cold outside. It's cold inside, but this looks so delicious. Okay, we're at the Apple House, so. This is where you'll find this wonderful selection of these 325 varieties. You'll see them on display. And, of course, down the road at the Arboretum. Shane, I know you're going to be down there here later this week. You'll see a lot of the displays there. And this, look at this color and the texture.
Look at that.
So that's beautiful, a beautiful squash.
Oh,
for this.
doesn't that look
fantastic?
Doesn't that look divine? I'm just going to take it. I'm just going to take a little bite.
You're going to just like,
So what kind
ready
of
whip it up?
Yeah, just a wee bite.
Okay.
Oh, that's so nice. Jenny didn't want to show this thing because she wanted everybody to think that she had homemade whipped cream. But
She's like, thanks, Dale.
Jenny, you need an
no,
apple pie.
no. She doesn't even know how to do
You
that
gotta
right.
hold it up high and drop it
I don't even
into
know.
your
I don't
mouth.
even know how to use that.
Go up high.
Clearly.
You have to have it upside down.
I think so.
You're getting the fumes,
No,
Dale.
it's obviously not working out. I'm just going to stop now because that's where I'm going to end it.
Upside down.
I think I got cream on my
Come on,
nose.
we feel like there's
Oh,
needs to
upside
be
down?
a payoff. Just
And we don't
no,
feel bad for
well,
you because you have
okay.
a whole pumpkin pie in front of you. That was
Well done.
I got it.
congratulations on your first Ready Whip dose in your mouth. Yeah, whatever. You get what I'm saying. Thanks, Dale.
Okay.
He can't talk
It's
anymore.
really delicious pie.
He's back.
That's so good.
All right, we'll hear back from him eventually.